Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Leg Drop the World. My name is Doc. This is my good buddy Judge.
What's up?
And we are here to talk about Survivor Series. This is our recap / review show.
Yes.
And boy, oh boy,
Oh
boy.
Oh boy.
do we have stuff to talk about.
Oh boy.
Before we get to it, though, if you guys could take a moment, hit the subscribe button, the like button, the
Notification.
the share button. Share it with your friends on whatever social media platforms you guys are on.
All you youngins.
And leave us a comment. Tell us what you thought
Yeah.
about Survivor Series.
Did you know that it's the one night a year where Raw and SmackDown go
the
head to head?
Yeah, it was the one night a year.
Yeah, there's only
Okay.
one night a year.
I wish that they would put an equation, like if they could write it out in
Yeah.
like a mathematical equation
Yeah.
to help explain it.
Yeah.
That would really be helpful for me.
I don't think that they express this enough that this is the one time a year where Raw and SmackDown go head to head.
Yeah, I don't quite grasp it.
Maybe we'll get a Raw versus SmackDown in another pay-per-view this year.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Anyways, but if you could check us out on social media, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep.
I know that I'm more active on Twitter. I try to keep everything updated on Facebook.
Oh, me too. I try to keep everything updated on Instagram. And
Yeah.
It is not working.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, if those things start to, if we start to get more action on Instagram or Facebook, I'm sure that we'll start using that more often. So, anyways, with all that stuff out of the way,
All that good stuff.
let's talk about Survivor Series.
Great.
All right. So
We had a pre-show.
We did have a pre-show.
3 pre-show matches.
this was 6 hours of wrestling.
Was it 6 hours of wrestling?
Just in case the pre-show was 2 hours long.
This is why I missed it, because I didn't catch the pre-show.
It went from 2 to 4, and then the main card went from 4 to 8. That's insane.
That's too much wrestling.
It's too much.
too much wrestling.
too
That's
much.
2 Raw episodes back to back.
Yeah, nobody can do that.
No one.
So I did see the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match on the pre-show, but
the first match on the pre-show.
I
was not
missed
bad.
the other matches.
So we had Elias defeating Matt Hardy. This was announced today. I don't know that I cared.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it was a fine match. but-
didn't Elias win?
Yeah, Elias wins in 9 minutes and 15
I mean,
seconds. That's a 9-minute match.
I like the Drifter.
Yeah.
The problem is that I also like the Hardy Boys, but without Jeff, I don't know what they're doing. Matt is in this weird position.
This just seemed like a match that was like, oh, we need time to kill for 2 hours, so we can make this match.
Honestly, like if you can't book a full 6 hours, then don't do it, because the whole thing ended 15 minutes early, and they really spun their wheels in some of those matches.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This didn't need to be a 6 hour.
No,
event.
it did not. And then we had Enzo Amore versus Kalisto for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. I saw a GIF of Kalisto.
Yeah.
Trying to
yeah.
do his entrance.
His entrance and
where he
botched.
jumps over the ropes and
Yeah.
kind of catches the rope so he
Yeah.
can. Doesn't do it very well.
Okay, so who won this match?
Enzo did
Enzo won this match.
in 8 minutes and 45 seconds. So they gave the Matt Hardy Elias Sampson longer than
Yeah.
this one.
Honestly, I didn't see this match, but in seeing his entrance botch, I noticed that he's back to his other style of mask. I wish that they would choose, because the mask that he wore tonight looks more menacing. It looks like the mask that what's his name, El Drago wears on Lucha Underground.
Okay.
He's got like the face paint underneath
Yeah, the
eye
black
holes,
eyes. Yeah.
and it's just like rubber or something like that, and it's not his like regular lucha mask. What's the difference? Why do they keep changing? Are they just interchangeable?
I guess so.
I mean,
or maybe
is
it's
it-
like the Finn Balor thing.
I was going to say, is it like Finn Balor where he puts on the paint and he becomes more, but obviously not, because he lost.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I wish that they would come up with a look for him and stick with it. Just do it.
Agreed. The match that you did see was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus
Breezango.
and they won in 7 minutes and 45 seconds.
They did. It was a pretty short match, and
How much offense
KO and Sammy they won convincingly.
Yeah.
The only issue that I had with this was that it looked like Sammy was in deep water. he made the tag to Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens hit the pop-up powerbomb and ended it. And it was like Sammy needed KO to finish it off for him.
That's weird.
So it made Sammy look kind of weak, but I mean, I don't know if that's going to be something storyline that they're going to continue to do. But man, yeah, Breezango, dude, when they're not doing their fashion files,
Yeah.
they're just eating pins.
Oh, yeah. Who
Eat
ate the
this
pin?
I believe
Breeze?
it was Fandango.
Oh, wow.
He got
Pop-up powerbomb.
pop-up powerbombed.
Cool. Well, on to the main card. This is the curtain jerker.
Yeah.
Was the Shield versus the New Day.
Okay. Before we get into the actual, the nuts and bolts of everything, I have to say that we didn't do a predictions video.
No, we did not. We were both very, very busy.
Yeah, for this particular pay-per-view show. And so we were kind of picking on the fly.
Yeah.
During the pre-show, Shawn Michaels was on the panel. Okay? And I have to say that he definitely influenced my picking in this because he was heavily, rooting for and favoring AJ Styles to win the match that he was having with Brock.
Right.
And so every single match that we had, I was calculating the math, keeping in mind an AJ Styles win.
Yes.
And that did not happen.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And so all of my picks were off because I was trying to make that happen. Because I thought maybe, I know that the math, I got to a point where it was like, this is impossible.
We already know who wins. Yeah. So if for those of you who don't know, Survivor Series is the one night a year where Raw and SmackDown go head to head.
It's the one night.
Yeah, and they decide who is the better brand by pitting them against each other, and then you get points based on that. So
Yes.
if the blue team wins, they get a point.
Yep.
The red team wins, they get a point. So
And they keep they keep a little running tally
Exactly.
of who's got what.
So it just gets to a point where you look at things and you start thinking about it and you go, okay, well, they have to tie going into the final match to determine who's
Exactly.
the better band.
Exactly. So
And
you
so
know who's going to win the previous match.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I hate that they do this.
And so I went with my heart. I went with my heart throughout the night, and it went very poorly for me.
I went with my brain and I got them all correct.
Yes, yeah. So even in the face of adversity
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
and mathematical certainty, I still went with the picks that I went with my heart and not my head. So, anyways,
I can't find a way to put that somewhere. Okay. Yes.
so Shawn Michaels screwed me again.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot,
Again, Sean.
HBK.
Thanks, buddy. But the Shield versus the New Day.
Yes.
Do we both choose Shield?
No, I chose the New Day.
I chose Shield. And Shield won. This wasn't a bad match.
It got okay.
It started off very much like, this would be so much better with the Usos.
Yes.
And same with the Usos match. It was like, oh, this would be so much better with the New Day.
Yeah, it started
Then
off that way, but then they got
Yeah.
good.
Then they got to the point where it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
by
okay
the
with
finish,
this.
it was like, that was an okay match.
Yeah.
So, and that's the way that it was. I don't know that there was anything in particular that stood out to me in this match,
The Avalanche.
but the finish.
Shield bomb.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Don't
I already said it.
whatever. You suck. So yeah, to finish this match, I mean, there wasn't anything super notable
No.
that happened.
Big E hit a double midnight hour.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
Yeah, they hit but I mean, it didn't lead to anything.
No.
But yeah, the triple power bomb that happened.
Avalanche. Triple power bomb.
Yeah, what happened was Roman Reigns gets up on the second. He sits on the top turnbuckle, and they put.
He didn't do his.
No, he didn't. Did he? I don't remember. But anyways, they put. Was it Kofi or Xavier?
Kofi.
Kofi, up on Roman's shoulders, and they both got up on the second rope. Seth and Dean, and then they jumped off. Got the avalanche
Threw
triple
him
powerbomb.
into the earth.
It looked painful.
Yeah, it did not look good.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Team Raw women versus Team SmackDown women.
Yeah.
And I chose Team Raw.
Yes.
Who did you choose?
I chose Team Raw.
Team Raw won. This match was fine. Like, I really enjoyed watching Foxy wrestle.
Yeah.
Poor Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that was
First
real
eliminated.
crappy.
So Becky Lynch was the first eliminated.
And honestly, Naya's elimination was really crappy.
Yeah, it was a count-out elimination. And it was like, I get it, because Nia was wrestling Tamina, and it's like, I get it. But
Yeah.
count them both out. Don't count one of them out.
Yeah.
And then poor Asuka was
I gotta
the
say,
last
though,
one.
As much as I hated the way that they did Naya's elimination,
Mm-hmm.
Tamina freaking looked great doing it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Tamina actually looked okay in this match, which I was okay with.
yeah.
But it basically came down to Tamina and Natty versus
Asuka.
Asuka. And Asuka just, like, cleans house.
Yeah, she armbarred, or did she armbar or knee bar?
Armbar.
Armbarred
Tamina.
Tamina, and
Like,
she
in
submitted.
a crazy submission, too. Like, she was coming off of the ropes, and she just jumped up and took Tamina's arm, and
Yeah.
it was cool. And then
Natty went. No, that's what it was. When Natty put the sharpshooter on Sasha,
yeah,
I was like, dude, you gotta sit down.
you
on
got to
it.
sit down. She was not sitting on.
It didn't look
Sasha's. You got
painful.
to sit on her lower back, so it's
Sasha
convincing.
was selling,
Yeah,
but it was like, no, everyone knows that that's not. It doesn't hurt.
you got to sit onto her
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, then Natty got Asuka locked and tapped out.
Chicken winged.
You
actually.
tapped out.
She got chicken winged. Whoop
Yeah.
whoop.
But that's the
That's
Asuka lock.
villain. Whoop whoop.
Yeah. What?
That's the villain.
Yeah.
are you
Okay.
scrolling?
I see. Yes.
It's a chicken wing. Then we had the United States champion Baron Corbin versus The Miz with The Miz Taraj. This was an interesting match. Who you went for? Who?
I went with the Miz on this one.
I went for Baron. This was an interesting match, and Shane really kind of opened it up because when you watch the flow of the match, the heel in this situation is The Miz.
Yeah.
The babyface is Baron Corbin, and it's really
Somehow.
weird to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he puts an End of Days onto Bo Dallas, which looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Bo did a great job selling it. The End of Days onto The Miz, like The Miz, your feet have to go up straight.
Yeah. It's like his.
But he went over to the side, and it was weird.
Yeah, it just looked like his momentum carried his feet over
was
to the
awkward.
side. It didn't look good. I wasn't a huge fan of this match in general. I mean, it wasn't.
It was a nice breather
Terrible?
match. It was a good breather match.
Yeah, but it was definitely my bathroom break, get some food match.
Yeah, it was. I would agree with that. Next, we have the Raw Tag Team Champs versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champs.
Yeah, the Usos versus the Bar.
Yep.
I chose the Usos.
I also chose the Usos.
And
This was okay, so this is another one of those matches that started off like, oh, this would just be so much better with the New Day.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden, something happened. Something clicked.
yeah,
And it was just on all cylinders.
yeah. It did really
Crazy.
good. It went really. This was the match where one of the announcers, I think it was Corey Graves, said the words "super kick party."
Cease and desist right there.
Come on.
Yeah, because they hit a double super kick onto Cesaro, then they double super kick Sheamus,
Yeah.
and then they go for the double on both sides
Yeah.
super kick. And I think you're right. Michael Cole was like, "It's a super kick party."
Michael Cole or
on,
Corey
man.
Graves? I can't remember which one.
I don't think it was Corey Graves. I don't think Corey Graves would do that.
Yeah, but yeah, they said super kick party.
And for those of you who don't know, that's the Young Bucks.
Yeah, they've had that merch for a long time. And
So
they did
WWE expect to cease and desist.
exactly. That's what didn't
That's what they
Matt
should do.
Matt tweet that cease and desist.
Yeah, they should cease and desist to WWE for that.
Yeah.
Then we had the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair.
Now this was one of those math matches where
Yeah.
for AJ to win, I needed Alexa Bliss to win.
Exactly.
And honestly, and I know this is going to make me sound like I don't like Charlotte. I love Charlotte. I think she's a great wrestler. She's probably in my opinion, the second best wrestler on the entire roster, on either one. But I really wanted Alexa Bliss to win.
She actually got pretty over with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think wrestling-wise, you look at what Alexa Bliss was doing in the ring, and it was really good.
Yeah, honestly, up until very recently, I've not been an Alexa Bliss fan.
Yeah.
But she has gotten over with me, and I just, in as much as I wanted AJ to win and I needed Alexa to win, as that match went on, I was like, man, I kind of really like Alexa Bliss. I legitimately want her to win. Like it started off as a head pick, but it became a heart pick.
Yeah.
So, and
Too
I mean,
bad she didn't win.
She did not win. Charlotte won, and it makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
And it makes sense in the story, right, or in the the story of the show, because mathematically they needed.
I think
they needed to be tied to go into the last match.
Yeah, and this would have put SmackDown ahead by one.
So it was at this point where I was like, listen, I have to, like, I'm committed. So I'm putting the wrong picks down all the way out because I need AJ to win.
Betting it all on SmackDown.
Yeah. And so anyways, it did not go well for me. But I mean, this match was pretty good.
Yeah,
and I
mean,
think
it started off a little weird, but I was okay with it.
I think it legitimizes Alexa as an in-ring competitor a little bit more because she really did start to hold her own. There were a couple, not scary, but like spots that were just like, kind of made you cringe a little bit. But I think that
Charlotte had one of those too.
Yeah, but I think that if you go back, to when Alexa was in SmackDown, even when she was a SmackDown champion.
Yeah.
And you look at those matches, the matches that she's putting together now, or at least this match in particular, was, worlds better than the matches she was putting together.
Our buddy
SmackDown.
Shane actually kind of said it the best, which was Alexa Bliss needs to get more moves. She needs to better her move set.
Honestly, I don't know that she needs more moves, but they need to pick one for her finisher.
Yeah, I mean, because we got the punch, we got the DDT, we got the Sparkle Splash, or the Twisted Bliss, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like, they're just pick one and run with it. Like, she tried to hit the DDT, but didn't. She tried to hit the Sparkle Splash, didn't.
The punch she hit, and you can tell, like, she hit it, and Charlotte was, like, you could tell that wasn't the finish because Charlotte was still, like, selling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The finish is you're dead.
Yes, you're dead.
So, anyways, I don't know. There's nothing really else to say about the match. It was good, and Charlotte won.
Yeah. Then we had Team Raw versus Team SmackDown.
Whoa. Slow your roll.
Whoops.
Settle your tea kettle.
Whoa. Okay, we had the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus the WWE Champion AJ Styles.
Yes. So this was me hanging my hat. This was the match that I needed AJ. I needed AJ to win.
And
just for my soul.
It hurt me watching AJ just get, because the first couple minutes of this match,
easily.
AJ Styles was
probably first 5 minutes.
Oh, longer than that. It was like the first 10 minutes. AJ
was
just
it 10 minutes?
Thrown around.
No, it couldn't have been that long.
Yes.
Brock doesn't have the cardio for 10.
He totally has the cardio. He
No,
didn't have to do anything. He just kicked him.
Yeah.
He would just sit there and kick and stomp on him.
It was a long time. Regardless of how many minutes it was a long time of AJ getting zero offense in.
Yep.
And then he started to kind of mount a little bit of a comeback and then got cut off immediately and got just destroyed for a little bit longer. But then it started to become competitive.
Yeah.
And AJ was able to hit some moves on Brock. There was one really scary moment where Brock went for the German.
Oh, yeah.
AJ ended up like vertical.
Yeah.
And he was coming down. It looked like he was going to land right on his neck.
Yeah, it looked like
but
he was
able to kind of
swing his momentum.
Yeah.
And land on his belly.
Yeah, his legs kind of carried him over a little bit. But, oh, man.
Yeah.
It looked scary.
It was super scary. Brock was selling that camel clutch. Not the camel clutch. The calf crusher. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He was selling that calf crusher real good.
It looked like he was going to get F5'd, and AJ was able to slide down his body and roll it up into the calf crusher. And, yeah, he sold that really well, too. Brock did. He was like, ah! Ah! And then his answer was to just grab AJ's head and just slam
like
it repeatedly
times.
into the mat.
It was crazy.
It was a pretty good counter.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get
Brock
pretty
winning.
much most of AJ's things. He hit a phenomenal forearm
He hit a couple.
from the outside, from the inside to the outside.
Mhm.
He hit,
He hit one going in, and then he tried to hit another one, and then
Yeah.
Brock caught him. Oh, there was that really scary moment where he was going. AJ went for something.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for the old like bow dog. So Bo Dallas used to do the running bow dog, and he would run on the rope over to the turnbuckle and then hit the bulldog. And it looked like AJ was doing something where he needed Brock to lift him.
Oh, I was talking about something else.
Oh, sorry.
You're
And
fine.
and it ended up turning into sort of a weird
DDT.
DDT-ish thing, where they both had to sell because it was just a botch.
Yeah, I was talking about the one where AJ. I think it was going for a phenomenal forearm, and Brock tried to catch him, but he like kept
Oh.
backing up, and it looked like they were both gonna go over the rope,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh.
Yeah, that momentum carried them both backwards, and luckily that rope bounced him back.
Yeah, luckily enough, Brock is this big in his back, and the rope only needs this much.
Yeah.
Both bottom and top rope.
Yeah.
So,
And then AJ did hit the 450 splash. That
Oh,
looked really good.
looked beautiful.
I mean, he got all of his moves off on Brock.
yeah, he took Brock into some serious waters.
I mean, yeah, I can't remember the last time Brock had a very competitive match that long. But yeah, it was a good match. But in the end, AJ went for a phenomenal forearm. Brock caught him, hit the F5, and that was it.
And that was it. That's all she wrote.
That was all she wrote.
Now we get to Team Raw versus Team SmackDown.
This was ridiculous.
Okay. I don't know where to start with this.
Yeah.
So the winner was Raw.
Yes.
Raw won this.
Raw did win.
First,
Go for it.
The first eliminated was Shinsuke Nakamura
Which
by
is
Braun
ridiculous.
Strowman. It was Braun Strowman, right? Braun Strowman hit a running power slam.
Yeah.
Running power slam, done. Then out comes Bobby Roode to kind of help his
Yep.
buddy. What happens? He also gets a running power slam.
Done.
Done. Then it's like everybody gang up on Braun Strowman, pull him out. Everybody.
Even the guy, even Shinsuke and Bobby, who were eliminated, stayed
Everybody-
around.
Yeah. Everybody had to pick Braun up and put him through an announce table.
Yeah, it was a suplex through an announce table. But yeah, this was weird because they should have been they were eliminated and they shouldn't
They
have been
should've
ringside.
Get out of here.
And I mean, the weird thing is that they wanted Braun to be
The
the
ender.
face, right?
Yeah.
You know, and he does get a pretty big reception.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people like Braun Strowman.
I do.
And so I don't know why they would have Bobby and Shinsuke stick around to put Braun Strowman through a table. I mean, I guess maybe to make Braun look that much stronger, but Braun was gone for a long time after that.
You gotta remember, those guys don't normally put somebody like Braun Strowman through a table, so it's like they need a lot of power. I think it wasn't more or less like let's make Braun look really good. It was more like these guys
No,
can't put them through. They can't lift Braun Strowman up.
Yeah, and I get that. I'm just saying that it didn't. I feel like putting Braun, having them stick around to put Braun, have the whole Team SmackDown,
Yeah.
put one guy through a table, didn't really do anything for either team. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, I agree. And then we had who from Raw got eliminated? Finn? No, was it
Joe. Joe got eliminated first.
And then Finn got eliminated
Yeah.
by Randy.
Randy hit the RKO.
And then who hit? Somebody took out. Because at this point it is Shane, Randy, and Cena.
Yeah.
Cena knocks out Finn Balor.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Randy hits
AA,
out-
that's right. No,
Randy
so Cena hit 2 AAs on Samoa Joe
Yeah.
and took out Joe.
He hit an AA on Finn, right?
He hit 1 AA on Finn, but I believe Randy hit the RKO on Finn.
That's right. Yeah, you're
and
right.
then
You're right.
eliminated Finn. So
then at this point, it's John Cena, Randy Orton, Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, and Triple H.
yes,
Then,
I think Cena was the next eliminated.
yeah, by Kurt Angle. Yeah. Kurt Angle got tagged in, and it was like an old school throwback.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
And it was kind of cool. It was a kind of cool moment, but
It kind of was, but it also was being hampered by the fact that the actual people who were going to be wrestling day in and day out got eliminated.
yes. Yeah, the actual wrestlers are gone now. John Cena gets tapped. I think he taps out to a calf crunch. No. He takes a angle slam.
Yeah, an Olympic slam. Yeah.
Angle slam, right? Or is it an Olympic slam?
Yeah.
Oh, well. So then it's Shane McMahon and Randy Orton versus Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, and Triple H. Well, I think they get moved to the outside, and out of nowhere comes Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And it was great.
It was beautiful.
And they started beating up Shane McMahon. And
then
they looked like they were about ready to put Shane McMahon through a table.
Then it quickly.
And then Shane McMahon grabbed a chair
Yep.
and just started wailing on
Yeah,
them and
and-
chased them out.
Kevin Owens, though, went into the ring.
Yeah.
And in the ring, he got hit with
RKO.
RKO.
Yep.
And then rolled out and went up the ramp. So that was dumb.
It was so stupid. Like, Shane McMahon is just running around with a chair,
Yeah.
swatting these guys.
Meanwhile, Randy gets eliminated while Shane is walking around on the outside with
Yep.
a chair. So it's Shane versus Triple H, Kurt Angle, and Braun Strowman.
Yeah, Braun Strowman puts Randy Orton with a running power slam.
Yeah.
And then it's, okay, Shane, now you've got a mountain to climb.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's Braun Strowman and Shane in the middle. Then Triple H. No,
Yeah, no, Triple H tags in. And then
that's right. Triple
And-
H tags in. He kind of they dance around. They don't even wrestle. They just
no,
dance
they just
around.
stand, they walk around and stare at each
They
other.
kill time.
And then Kurt Angle tags himself in.
Yep.
Um,
And then he gets some. It's Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle, and there's a lot of offense. There's
Yeah.
a lot of matches. Kurt Angle slams. Then it's an ankle lock,
yep.
and Shane McMahon looks like he's about ready to tap,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's over. Triple H comes in, pedigrees Kurt Angle,
Yep.
and then grabs
Puts-
Shane McMahon, puts him on. Kurt Angle's eliminated,
Yeah.
and then Braun is just sitting there going,
And they have this
just
weird.
staring.
I
at
mean,
each
it
other.
had to have been like 2 minutes of
Oh, I
them,
think it was like
of
3.
Triple H and Braun Strowman just staring at each other.
Like, Braun Strowman was legit confused, just like everybody else was confused. They're like, what? This makes no sense. Yeah.
And so, yeah, Triple H ends up just pedigreeing Shane
Yep. And pins him.
and pins him. And so,
Then they start celebrating.
no,
Well,
Triple H does.
does.
And Braun is still standing outside the ropes. Braun gets in, and it looks like he's just going to go after him immediately.
Yeah.
But Triple H is just like, he
Grabs
grabs
his
his hand and is trying to celebrate.
He's like, we won, woo!
I have no clue what they're expecting the audience to feel and be thinking.
I don't
and
even think the
doing.
audience was popping at this point. They're all
No.
just standing there going, what did
What
we
happened?
just watch?
Why? And so, anyways, he raises Braun Strowman's hand again in victory, and then he walks around the ring and is trying to get
Pump
some
up.
sort of reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
And nothing really happens
Braun,
until
yeah.
Braun Strowman picks up Triple H and hits him with a running power slam.
Well, he grabs him by the throat and he shoves him into the corner and he
Yeah.
goes, don't you ever, or if you ever try to cross me, it'll be the last thing that you ever do or something
That's
like
right.
that.
He's like choking him in the corner.
And then he leaves, and then Triple H is like, I'm not going to stand for that. So then he tries to go for a pedigree on
Yeah.
Braun Strowman. Sorry, Triple H, you ain't hitting that, bro.
No.
Braun Strowman picks him up, running power slam, done.
Yeah.
Triple H gets back up. Braun Strowman says, okay, hits him with another one.
And then he stays down.
Music hits.
Braun
he
Strowman
walks
rips
out.
his shirt off and he walks off. Yeah.
He throws it at Triple H, too.
Yeah. I don't know what this
What
was
is
supposed to
going
be.
on? You would have had a better angle had Jason Jordan come out, help Shane McMahon eliminate Triple H,
Yeah.
then gone, right? Then Shane McMahon is in the ring all by himself with Kurt Angle and Braun Strowman. Shane McMahon pins Kurt Angle or whatever happens. It doesn't matter. Something happens. And then when it's just two left, Sammy and KO should have came out and cost Shane McMahon the win,
Yes.
proving that they're stronger than Shane McMahon. But
No.
The way
yeah.
that they've written Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn,
Yeah.
they're weak. They're so weak, and it's so infuriating.
Yeah, this whole thing is so confusing. And I think my biggest problem with it is the fact that the guys who have to freaking wrestle week in and week out,
Are eliminated.
Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that are on the road that are wrestling every single night. Those guys get buried so that,
We can get a
nearly
nostalgia
50-year-old
pop.
guys
Yeah.
can dick around in the middle of the ring and get nothing. We got nothing. You lose.
Change this from Survivor Series to Nostalgia Series.
But even that, I wasn't even.
No, it was awful, and
I didn't even. It doesn't even nostalgia pop me.
and the other thing too is John Cena's coming out everybody else is wearing blue, and John Cena comes out in bright green because he's promoting his new T-shirt.
That's kind of stuff that happens though. I mean, I don't care.
But even just give Shinsuke the red vest then.
Yeah, but
Because his blue vest looked awful on
it did look bad. But that kind of stuff has been happening for years. The real shame of all of it is the guys on the road, the guys who need to be
Wins.
supported, the guys who need to get those old guys to put them over, got buried
It's Triple H.
for no reason. At least have a place to go. Are we getting Triple H versus Braun Strowman now?
Which is so dumb. 'Cause
That's not
we all know
happening.
that we all know Triple H isn't going to put his shoulders down for
No
frickin'
one
Braun
cares.
Strowman.
No one
Yeah.
cares.
No, I'm not. You're not. The WWE is not going to get my money for Braun Strowman versus Triple H.
And this is the
not
thing
going to happen.
that Triple H, I've heard him talk about in the past, that people are impatient, that they don't wait. And he was talking about specifically Braun Strowman, and how he was
Yes.
green, and because everybody was pushing for him to have a belt early on, and he was like, he's been doing this for 6 months, and so I get it. Those guys need to be taught and they need to have experience in the ring, but at a certain point you have to put them over. And I understand that this is probably something where he says, we didn't put him over here, but it's going to put him in a storyline. It's going to put him in position to be put over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who cares? Put him over now.
This was
you don't
the-
know that you're going to have those months. He may get injured.
Yeah.
You may get injured.
Yeah. Here's the thing. He was in the prime position to eliminate Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
It was over. It was over for Team SmackDown.
Yeah.
There was nothing else that could have
Don't-
happened. You didn't even have to have Sammy and KO come out to
Yeah.
help him put him away.
Yeah.
Because all you got to do is hit him a couple times, hit him with a running power
Honestly,
slam. It's over.
Yeah.
If I'm Triple H, I'm going in the back and I'm putting my civvies on. I'm taking a shower
yeah.
while this match is still going on.
This was dumb. It bought us nothing. It buried 4 great wrestlers.
This match was literally for nothing.
Yeah.
This whole build-up was for nothing.
Yeah, the main event was the turd of the night. And
Honestly, even though it didn't go the way we wanted it to, this was the main event right here.
yeah, it was. And really, to be perfectly honest, when it comes, I really hate that AJ lost.
Yeah.
I'm a huge AJ Styles mark. I get it. That I'm not going to be a guy that people would trust to be unbiased, right? But I will say this. When people lose to Brock Lesnar,
Uh-huh.
they come out looking stronger, even in a loss. And I hope that is
What happened?
the case with AJ, that even though he lost, the next fool who steps to him gets squashed
Looking at you, Jinder.
because those guys can't lace AJ's boots.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This whole thing, it was a night of pretty good matches,
Yeah.
crazy, weird finishes on some of them.
And it was just time killing. It was too much. It was like, if I'm going to watch, and I'm going to be 100% honest here, if I want to watch 6 hours of wrestling, am I going to watch this, or am I going to watch the IWGP tag team
Oh, yeah,
thing that's
yeah.
happening right now? Or am I going to watch the G1 special, or am I going to watch
Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Kingdom? Like, I would rather watch those because it's actually like good wrestling and it's storyline. It's good.
Yeah.
Like, their matches mean something. All this meant nothing. It literally came down to, is Kurt Angle going to keep his job? Because if Raw lost, Kurt Angle's not going to keep his job. Well, guess what? Raw didn't lose. Kurt Angle keeps his job.
Nothing changes.
Nothing. This means nothing. And it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I was excited for the Survivor Series match. I was kind of excited for it.
Yeah.
But this doesn't mean anything.
No, it doesn't. I saw this going completely differently.
I hate what they're doing to Sammy and KO. I hate it.
Yeah.
They are so weak right now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, though, it doesn't. Yeah, they look weak, but they would have looked weak regardless, just because of the way that they've been booking them, even outside of the Survivor Series build. But
they got chased off by Shane McMahon.
The people who really got buried are Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Bobby Roode.
Yeah,
those are the guys who look weak. They couldn't beat. They couldn't beat a group of 50-year-olds.
Yeah,
I mean, I know. I don't think Shane is there, and I don't think Triple H is 50 yet.
No, but
I think
it's just a bunch of old guys
Kurt
beat a bunch of new guys.
But I mean, they're almost 50-year-olds, and it's just I can't explain it, and it's dumb, and it really ruined the evening for me. Because
go watch NXT Takeover. It's better,
dude.
Just go watch that.
We should do a review of that show. That was freaking amazing.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it.
My NXT Takeover War Games was probably my favorite WWE show.
It by far has
that
one
I've
of the
seen
matches
in the
of
last
year.
2 years.
The match of the year by far is in that.
I mean, the show overall only had one par for the course match, not subpar, just sort of par for the course, like a good solid NXT TV taping match. This was, I mean, okay. The matches were okay.
You were better off going to a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, honestly, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The main event really ruined this show for me, though. So,
what are you gonna give it? What are you gonna give Survivor Series?
Barring the main event, I'd probably give it 7 or an 8.
Yeah, without the main event, I'm giving it a solid 8. It's a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was good. With the main event, I mean,
it's
5, 6.
I'm giving it a 5 with the main event because it's just like it doesn't do anything.
Turned the whole show into just a regular old.
Baron Corbin got the push of his career. He just beat The Miz.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That was great.
He beat him clean.
Clean.
And he took out the Miztourage.
Well, one member of the Miztourage.
Well, yeah.
You can't touch Bo Dallas. He's got his...
You mean Curtis Axel?
Yeah. Sorry, Curtis Axel.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Giving it a 5.
I'll tell you what. I'll give it a 6.5.
All right.
6.5. We haven't done 0.5. We haven't done half.
We have not. You're the first.
But
give it a 5.1.
I'm so disappointed in this main event.
Me too.
So disappointed.
Me too.
So anyways, well, there you go.
That's it.
That's Survivor Series. Please let us know what you thought. Leave us a comment. Look us up. Leave a comment down in the comment section on YouTube. Let us know what you thought on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Because I'm interested to hear what other people thought about these matches and about the show overall. Again, if you guys could take a minute, hit the like button, subscribe button, the share button. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And with all that stuff out of the way, unless you have anything else.
Yeah, I was just looking at this. I was looking at the list. In the women's match, there were 2 roll-up pins.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Bailey rolled up.
Yep.
What's her face? Becky.
Bailey rolled up Becky, and Naomi rolled up Alicia Fox.
That roll-up, man, is hot fire.
That's hot fire. That's straight fire.
Yeah.
Cool. But that's it. That's all I want to say.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us, guys. We will see you next week. And I owe it all to you. Ba-ba-doo, ba-da-doo, bo. Ba-ba-doo. I've been waiting for someone.